Me hearties, a very good evening to you. It's me, Scottie McClue, and we are, of course, live with the internet phone-in Wednesday night. Nothing gets past me. Welcome, 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 I say. Lovely to have you with us. Welcome on YouTube. Subscribe and tap the bell. And, of course, welcome on Facebook and welcome on TikTok. So there we are, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. The YouTubers, lovely to have you with us. Make sure you subscribe and tap the bell. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you with us. There's Risky joining us on the TikTok. How amazing is that? Thank you very, very much for that. And what I'm going to do, I'll just check that everything's sorted for you on the TikTok. Fantastic. There we are. We love that. That's absolutely brilliant. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, so much to discuss tonight, and of course, so little time to do it in. It's only 1 hour. It passes in a flash. The last shows, this is show number 75, and the last shows have been outstanding. Hello, you're live on Scottie's Phone In. Who is that? Hello, can you hear me? You're live on Scottie's Phone In. Dinky-Doo, can you hear me? There we are. No, I'm not sure they can hear us. Right, let's just check everything's working. Yes, everything seems to be absolutely fine. So there we are. You're live on Scottie's Phone In. Welcome, welcome. I say to you, to the telephones as quickly as possible. Hello. Good evening, Scottie. Hello, Mr. Goatface. Lovely to have you with us. Dinky-Doo, thanks for my birthday message. You made my day, says Beachy Beachy. Not at all Beachy Beachy. It was lovely. When I saw it this morning, I thought I must tell this man. Dinky-Doo, hi, Scottie. Hello. Hello, Scottie. Hello, Kian. How lovely to have you with us, and a very, very warm welcome. Fantastic. Welcome to everybody who's joined us. If you've just joined us on the YouTube, please get subscribing and tapping the bell. We need 30 tonight. There we are. Dinky-Doo. Now, no, Mr. Whiskey, sorry, not too funny, that one. Every time you go live, I lose a sock. Oh, listen, every time I go live, I gain a sock. Excellent. I go into the drawer in the morning and I take out 2. But we never know, do we? That's what it's all about. Now then, to the telephones as soon as you possibly can, and let's hear what is what. There we go. Thank you very much, Dinky-Doo. Was Kay Adams good to interview? Yes, she was. Yes, very, very good. Wonderful stuff. Who have we got here? You're live on Scottie's Phone In. Who's that?
Hello, Scottie, Martin.
Martin, how are you? Well done for getting on tonight.
Yes, number 4.
Number 4. Good for you. What's happening with you?
How's your night been?
Oh, fantastic. Well, we've just started it, haven't we?
I know, but guess who was in Glasgow today?
The Prime Minister?
Correct.
Correct. See, I'm not too bad. Nothing gets past McClue, you know.
I know, Scottie McClue.
Fantastic. Glenn, can you grow up, please? I'm just telling a guy called Glenn, not our Glenn, to grow up. Are you attending armistice services on Sunday? James, we'll be doing an armistice service live on here at about 10:30 on Sunday morning. So there we are. So that's what it's all about, I say. Now then, Martin. What's happening with you?
Did you get on with that story conversation again, or is it still people still getting food sorted out and that?
With what? Say again, Martin.
See, you said you were getting on with the stories stuff.
Oh, the stories. Oh no, we still haven't sorted out the stories, whether there's meat or not. That'll run for a long time, that one, Martin.
The thing I like about a nice Christmas dinner on Christmas time is you have a chicken, the stuffing, the Brussels sprouts, the cat.
Yes.
Gravy.
I prefer chicken to turkey, I have to be honest.
Are you? And the thing is, it's 6 weeks on Saturday to Christmas, Scottie
6 weeks on Saturday. Oh no!
And it's 10 days until the markets hit Edinburgh.
Oh wow! Amazing! You're a great man for the information.
I know, matey. I know a lot because everything's over the internet. Easy as that.
Yes, absolutely. I think this Glenn might have to go down the Swanee. I'm just having a wee look here. We shall see what's what. We'll leave him the now. Listen, it's been lovely talking to you, and we will catch up very soon.
I'll try and phone back later on, mate. And
Yes.
my favourite food is still, I still remember the caramel cake and custard. I still remember that.
Oh, the caramel cake and custard was very nice. And do you remember sometimes it was just soup and the main course and a piece of shortbread?
Yes, I can remember that. Plus, you can have a choice of a cup of tea, coffee, or a milkshake or that.
Oh, well, you must have gone to a much posher school than me. We didn't get tea and coffee.
Yes.
No, we never got that. Do you remember a machine that used to dispense milk?
Yes, I did. I can still remember that.
That was a good one. And you'll be too young for the third of a pint.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Coffee's at primary. I don't think so, says Shodster.
See, do you make your coffee in a coffee machine, or do you make it by hand?
Well, I don't drink coffee. I haven't had coffee for 42 years.
Wow.
So there you are. Yes. Oh, no, sorry. For 40 years.
Cool. Wow.
There we are. What about that?
Wow. Good, buddy. So,
there's a wee surprise.
So, is there any more? How's the Disciples doing? Did you get to 3,000 yet?
Oh, yeah. Well, the likes last night, we got well over 3,000. In fact, I think we got 6,000 by the time we'd finished.
And I've added you on Facebook, so to be your friends on Facebook, and Susan told me to add you on Facebook.
Good.
And
well done. So, there's love from Auckland in New Zealand. Isn't that beautiful? I had family in Matamata.
Here's the thing. Have you heard of a village called Largs?
A village, yes, a lovely, lovely wee town called Largs.
Plus all the Vikings come in
That's right. Well, there was the Battle of Largs, and you've got the pencil as a memorial.
Yes.
A monument. Yes, and I used to go to Largs when I went to Millport.
Nice.
Have you been to Millport?
Yes, I've been to Millport once, and I've been on. I've cycled round about 3 times.
Excellent. That's excellent. Well, we'll catch up later, and Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo. Love you, Scottie.
Love you lots, Dinky-Doo. There's Betty Jo saying, I think Martin's overstayed his welcome tonight, Scottie. Oh, not at all, Betty Jo. Don't be too harsh. Been to Largs, been on the rides, the Italian ice cream shop. Yes, a belter. There we are. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Dinky-Doo, Scottie, it's Kareem.
Kareem, excellent stuff. That's 4 nights Martin's telling me he's beaten you.
Well, do you know what? I've actually not started at 9 o'clock.
Ah.
Every time, I haven't been phoning exactly. Every time I've been busy doing something.
Of course, absolutely.
So
yes.
I know Martin will get first, but we'll try tomorrow or Friday.
We shall see how we go. Not a problem either way. There's plenty of calls these days, Kareem.
It's excellent, and I was saying that to Martin earlier on, that the show's growing and there's going to be newer and newer people, newer callers.
Well, do you know how many people watched us on TikTok last night? Over 2,000.
Yes, and it will continue to grow, Scottie.
Now, that's not bad, is it?
It's fantastic, and I bet you when you started that, in terms of the technology element, I bet you didn't think, wow, that's the amount of people clocking on like that.
There's a half-witted idiot saying I'm English.
Oh.
And I love William Wallace.
Know,
I think he's a wee bit confused. I think we'll maybe just dump him doing the Swanee for being a half-witted idiot. That's Cole Hunter leaving us, guys, for being an idiot. There he goes. They're gone. Lovely.
Thanks, Scottie. I've had we think about a few things, and the first one, which was quite interesting, that Martin in the first call brought up, that we'll say the First Minister of England was here visiting in Scotland.
He was, yes, the head of the English administration.
Correct. What I found quite interesting is I won't go into any of the allegations or scandals that are going on just now.
No, we'll leave all that for people to sort out.
Yes, but what I thought was so interesting, Scottie, and I don't know if you've seen it yet on Facebook. If you do, I would ask you, have a wee nosy. It's only on for 6 minutes, and it's Nicola Sturgeon talking at TED about the climate change. And wow, that's all I'm saying. It was her case about small countries. And I think I asked the question a few nights ago here about will there be much of an impact if the big countries don't pull their weight? And she argued that yes, it does. My point being is, Scottie, I can go into that, but I was just thinking, here we have two leaders, and we've got Nicola Sturgeon, who blew the audience away.
Yes.
And then if you were to put Boris Johnson up there, it would just all fall apart.
Well, in fairness to Boris isn't the orator that Nicola is. You know, and another great orator was Gordon Brown, and another great orator was Jeremy Corbyn.
I think Jeremy Corbyn's probably better than Gordon Brown. I wasn't a fan of Gordon Brown at all.
No, but he was an excellent orator, is what I'm saying. When he did speak, he was very good.
Gordon Brown?
Yes.
I didn't like when he was speaking a lot of things. I think Jeremy Corbyn was a strong...
Well, I didn't like Gordon Brown for speaking against the independence thing in 2014, and that's why Labour were sent into the wilderness, really.
Yes.
You know, I mean, because if Labour had backed independence in 2014, if their leader had phoned head office and said, listen, sorry, but we're going it alone, then they would have been in.
If Labour are smart, they'll say, yes, have the referendum, but we're going to campaign against it.
You see, here's a guy, Seanster, saying Sturgeon is a small fish in a big pond. Now, the world is a very, very big pond, and Scotland is very, very big in the world. Remember, Scotland has brought the world almost everything it's got. So I think what we should be saying is the First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, Ms. Sturgeon, is a massive, massive fish in a massive, massive pond.
Correct. Yes, I
agree
with that. Yes.
And I think that's what we need to be looking at. And even if you're not into the SNP or whatever, independence is a much bigger issue.
Correct. Well, if you get a moment, Scottie, have a look at that video, because as I said, the way she was speaking, the way she portrayed herself, and then whenever you see Boris Johnson speaking, I thought, well, put the joking to aside, he is, after all, the UK Prime Minister.
Yes.
And there is just no comparison, and it's quite interesting why.
No, but
why has he not ever done a debate with her?
Yeah, but just watching him, I mean, his speaking is not his strong point.
No. But you would imagine, as the UK leader, as someone to sell this country, to push things forward.
Well, if I was Boris, I would ask Nicola to do the selling.
Well, would you?
And I would say, and your commission will be independence.
Well, I think, yeah.
You know?
Another point, Scottie, I don't want to go into too much detail about it, because I know we don't talk about football or anything like that just now, but obviously this is going to hit Glasgow with the news that's happened earlier on today.
Yes, but is it out there yet, Kareem?
It's imminent, shall we say?
Yeah, well, let's not put it out there, because we don't have all the facts.
Right. Okay. That's fine. But what I will do
if you see what I mean.
I do. But I would say this: if there was an opportunity, to better yourself and to progress to get to a higher level, regardless whether it's in football or, like, for example, if you look at yourself, Scottie, if you were in a radio station and you had a chance to go to bigger and better and wider audiences, you would probably take it.
Well, I have done. I mean, it's interesting. When I got flung out of Scott FM by the new owners, I went home and my phone was ringing off the hook. Most of it was the newspapers, but one of the big media players down south said to me, the conversation was like this. What happened? I said, I don't know. He said, well, I can't start you tomorrow. It'll be Monday now.
There you go. Yes. Yes. So, well, I won't mention anything about it.
And I think that was Wednesday. No, listen, I'm sorry I'm being a little bit overcautious, Kareem, but unless I've got all the facts at my fingertips, if you see what I mean.
I won't mention anything, but if the facts come out, then I'll discuss. Like,
yes. I mean, I trust you implicitly, but you know what I'm saying.
Correct. No, I totally understand that. But that was all I really wanted to bring up tonight, Scottie. But if you do get an opportunity,
have a look at that. I will do so. Lovely talking to you.
Have a good night. Dinky-Doo,
and
Scottie.
you, Kareem. Thanks again. Dinky-Doo, sir. Top man. Absolutely. That is our Kareem. What a great call. Fantastic call. So true. I thought Corbyn was a bit too much communist. I don't think he was communist at all. There we are. That's what I always felt. Now then. You're live on Scottie's Phone In. Who's that?
God, she was bloody boring, pardon my friend.
Oh, matey boy, how are you tonight?
Hey, you cut me off.
Well, no wonder. I mean, the nonsense you were talking.
No. I phoned you at precisely 9 o'clock, and you cut me off.
When? 9 o'clock tonight?
9 o'clock sharp.
Tonight?
Yes.
I never cut you off, matey boy. I've cut nobody off.
Well, listen, I was only phoning you for a very, very quick conversation.
Right. Well, don't be slagging off all the other callers because, you know, you're not exactly flavour of the month on here at the moment.
I don't care.
Yes, you do. You care passionately about everything.
Now, listen. I'm at one of my sloshies tonight.
A slosh? You are out in Österreich or Germany?
DINKY-DOO. Yes.
Are you in Österreich or are you in Deutschland?
I am in Leipzig, and I have my organ at the slosh just now.
Wonderful.
I want to do a quick sound check.
Yes, but the only thing is we can't actually play a number because we'll get a copyright strike.
No, this is a baroque.
Even a baroque?
BWV 625 by Johann Sebastian Bach.
Yes, even Bach. Somebody will have the copyright.
The microphone level, because if your listeners start behaving themselves, then I might.
They always behave themselves. The only one that doesn't is you.
No.
Yes.
Don't start.
Yes, matey boy.
Don't you start.
The only one that doesn't behave on here is you.
No. I tell people what they're like.
Yes.
Absolutely boring callers. Now we're coming into.
Yeah, but Kareem's not a boring caller.
He is. He's completely boring.
Not at all.
Completely boring.
Not at all.
He doesn't give anything. That doesn't give anything of value to.
Oh, matey boy, what nonsense you're talking! I've never heard so much rubbish in all my life.
Would you listen? Your tongue's too busy tonight, buddy.
Very busy tongue, yes, and it will get busier. You may even get a bit of a tongue lashing.
Well, I just want to double check my slosh organ in the apartment is working.
Right, let's hear it. Give us an F sharp major.
Could I give you a little introduction?
Yes.
To one of my little recitals that I might. Well, if you behave yourself.
Yes, I always behave myself, so you don't need to come out with nonsense like that.
Well, we've got the listeners to think.
And well, you know it.
They're a bit
I've got 2,600 likes on TikTok. Jason's asking, can I play the bagpipes?
You play bagpipes as well?
No, I don't actually. Luciger is on here. The one I would have for you would be Castle Dangerous. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah.
Da dee dum 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 da dee. Do you know where Castle Dangerous is?
No, I don't.
If you go down the M74 on the old A74, where the filling station is, you'll see great big green gates. They go into the Douglas and Angus estate, and that was Douglas Castle, which has been knocked down all but for one tower. And that was Castle Dangerous, and that was the theme tune for the Cameronians, who were based in Douglas.
Who composed that?
I don't know who composed that, Castle Dangerous. Probably one of the pipe majors of the Cameronians.
Anyway, just getting back.
There's your education, matey boy.
I don't use stuff.
Yes, there's an education for you.
Boy, I was in Clare College, Cambridge for 4 years.
Yes.
You denounced me. You denounced me.
I gave you Scottish history.
You asked me for photographic evidence that I was.
No, I believed you. I believe you. You do have a high degree of integrity.
No. Listen, I just want a quick sound check. Can we have a quick sound check?
Just sort of the Glengarry. Right, let's hear you. Give us an F sharp, Major.
Just double check. I'm going to put my phone down.
Right.
I want to double check the quality of this because
right.
If you behave yourself.
Well, come on, get on with it while I'm still alive.
Don't.
Or I'll be needing to shave again.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Don't. Right. That's fine. I will just double check something just now.
Right. Okay? You double check what you like.
I'm going to put the phone down just now.
Right. Put the phone down. That would help us all immensely.
Right. I'll give you 4 bars.
4 bars.
We can just double check something just now. Just want to check the sound for possibly a live.
Well, I'll tell you, because as you know, I have perfect pitch when it comes to organ music.
Yes.
Okay. Now then.
This is going to be a 16, 4 and 2.
Yes.
I'm going to put the phone down now. I'm going to play a couple of bars. You can just bear with me just
right.
now. Okay?
Go on, matey boy. That's the fellow. Matey boy, one of our top organists. A cheeky monkey, but an excellent organist.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Can I have some silence, please?
Right. Off you go.
Okay. Don't know if you heard that.
Now that sounded like the first 4 bars of Bach's Christmas Oratorio. Was that what it was?
Yes, it was. It was called Vacadous.
Yes.
Now, how was that? How was the...
It was beautiful, but very, very quiet.
It was quiet. Okay. Can I just double check? Can I just put the phone next closer to the organ?
Yes.
Okay, put the sorry. I know I'm being very boring tonight.
Very, very boring caller, you.
It's not...
The most boring caller I think we've ever had.
Right. Just wait. I'm going to put it one last time, okay?
Right.
Play this one last time. If you pardon, just I'll put the phone down just now. Okay?
Yes, give it a little more forte. I have to say, it's got the mark of the genius. You're an absolute genius when it comes to organ playing.
Was that better?
It was outstanding. It was beautiful.
Right. Well.
Thank you, matey boy. Thank you.
Excuse me. That may be a taste of the future, but you've got to make sure that the callers are a wee bit better, and they've got to apologise.
Now, what if I were to finish that by going dee dee deedle 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 dee dee deedle 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 dee dee da dee 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 deedle dee? What about that?
Your problem is you know too much about everything.
Yeah, well, that is my big problem. Yes, you're quite right. And that's just the cross I have to bear.
And you just can't shut your gob.
No, well, that's the cross I have to bear. I'll take that one as well.
You just can't shut your
Yes,
gob.
and I've
That's
taught
the
you
problem.
not to shut yours, and that's a big problem.
Well, you have to shut your gob first, because
Yes.
I'll be coming on to your show.
Right, well, you shut your cake hole and just stick to playing the organ, because it's beautiful.
Don't you dare come.
Then off he goes. Right, I think we've had enough of that. Bore you all to tears, but a beautiful piece of organ playing. I like your tweet, says Jason. Were you a Highlander? You don't. Were you a Highlander? A Highlander's a Highlander. Sturgeon is great at speaking. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hi, Sky.
Hey, how you doing, Glenn? Are you all right?
I'm not so bad. You can't help yourself, can you?
He can't help himself. We couldn't get him apologising.
No chance.
Yes, well, there we go.
But it's what it is, and it's got to you.
What uni did you go to? Glasgow.
Scotty, I was just commenting. What do you think Boris Johnson's a little bit weak-minded in conversation then?
Dodsy's sent me Mars, Mercury and Jupiter as gifts on TikTok.
Scotty, you know about Boris Johnson? Do you think he's a bit... his conversation skills?
Yes, he's not a great speaker, I have to be honest. He's not at the oratorial level.
Don't you think...
He's a highly intelligent man. He's just not a speaker in that way.
Don't you think that's the problem, being a Prime Minister, then, don't you?
Well, I think it is. I mean, I think all Prime Ministers should be able to be taken seriously at oratory.
And the public don't take him serious enough, then, do they?
Well, I don't think they do. Well, you can't.
You definitely can't.
Because he'll say one thing and then say another.
Do you think his tender will run out then?
Well, I think there's probably rumblings going on behind the scenes right now as we speak.
That this could be his last leadership then?
Yeah, I think there's he's been quite remarkable. He's held a lot of very, very senior posts, not for any great length of time. And, he's not got probably the finest track record in all these posts, but nevertheless, he's done them. He's
been put in a crossfire with pandemic and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's nothing to do with his speaking profile, you know.
Definitely. But every time things have gone a little bit pear-shaped, though, it's a little bit scruffy, isn't it, really? It's a bit skiffy at times.
Well, just a bit strange for the public to get a handle on it.
You don't think from a Scot, from...
I mean, you know, I like to muck about, I like to clown, I like to act the buffoon, but when it comes to serious conversation, we have serious conversation.
From looking on the outside in there, from Scotland to, from the United Kingdom, from the United Kingdom's point of view, you wouldn't have him in Scotland, would you?
Well, no, not really. He's very unpopular in Scotland, not just because of his party, but I think Brexit was a very big no-no. The fact that he won't let us go, independence-wise, is a big no-no.
Yeah.
You know, but we need to be clear as well. We need to say, here's the currency we're using. Her Majesty or her heirs and successors will remain as head of state, yes, in perpetuity. We will be quite happy to do this, that, and the next thing, but we do need full autonomy over our economy.
Go over and teach Boris a few things, Scotty.
You know, that's what we're looking for. Autonomy over our economy.
If he worded himself a lot better than he does and presented himself a lot better.
Well, you see, I must confess, if I was the UK Prime Minister, I would make sure that the First Minister of Scotland was virtually my best buddy.
I don't think he's the worst Prime Minister we've had.
Oh, no. We've had one or two shockers. No, not at all. Nobody's saying that. We're just discussing the communication side.
It's a little bit...
You know, it's almost as if somebody said, you're on, you know? And he's a bit rabbit caught in the headlights, I feel. But there we are.
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
I think it's worrying times, isn't it?
Well, it's worrying times anyway. And I mean, regardless of who was the Prime Minister, do you know what I mean?
But you don't need somebody who can put themselves out there, do you?
Well, you do, but I mean, in actual fact, I don't think the politicians are controlling the setup any longer. I think it's gone bigger than them.
Yeah, you think public are getting the peace back?
Well, no, I don't know that public are necessarily getting it back, but they're not getting sucked in by the politicians.
No, they're not being fooled, are they?
You know? I think that's it. I think they've had the rug pulled away from them too many times. I mean, what have we actually had from all these wonderful people that the majority seem to have voted in? We've lost our place in Europe. 70 million of us have been robbed of European citizenship and all our rights. So we've lost all that. We've been locked up for a couple of years. We've... what else can I say? We're no longer the world's leading nation,
Who comes in next, Scotty?
We've had 12 years of almost full-time recession.
Who do you bring in next then?
Well, this is it. I mean, cometh the hour, cometh the man.
Oh, well then.
So we have to wait and see. Is it time for another party?
What do you think?
It would be the people at the end of the day will decide, but they shouldn't have entrusted the people with Europe.
You can't, can you? You can't trust people with that, can you?
No. They should have had to have sat an intelligence test before voting.
People just did it on a biasness, really, didn't they?
Yeah. The Afghanites got us out of Europe. I want our country back. That's it.
The blinking eye spectacles kind of thing.
That's now you're talking. Yeah. I'm going to press on, but lovely to hear from you.
Nice one, Scotty.
DINKY-DOO. And DINKY-DOO, la. Off we jolly well go. 4,600 likes tonight. I thank you for your beautiful gifts on TikTokers. Very, very much appreciated. YouTubers, get subscribing. He's back, says William. DINKY-DOO. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Hello?
DINKY-DOO, Scotty.
DINKY-DOO, who's that?
DINKY-DOO, Scotty. My name's Christopher from Yorkshire.
Christopher from Yorkshire. We love hearing you.
My name's Christopher and I'm from Yorkshire.
Yes, I've got that. Can you turn the background down?
Hello. Just a quick question.
Christopher, can you turn down the background? We're getting feedback.
Oh, I'm here.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, quick question. I am a entered apprentice for a Masonic lodge. Can I ask your opinion on Freemasonry, please?
Oh, I wouldn't know anywhere to start there, to be honest with you.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
You seem like a very intelligent man. You seem like someone who might know a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't know where to start.
Ah, right. Well, I'm a Christian man to start off with.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Christianity?
Christianity, absolutely fine. We don't mind it at all. Jesus was a fine fellow and made the ultimate sacrifice.
Oh, yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Well, Jesus Christ in the Bible actually said, I am the way,
the truth, and the life. He that believeth in me shall not die, but shall have eternal life.
Yes, well, the word I am in Hebrew means God. So Jesus Christ was saying God is the way.
Yes, absolutely.
In the Bible, God also requests of humanity that no man shall worship another man before me. And considering Jesus Christ was in the human flesh, he was asking, do not worship me, do not venerate me as God. I am not God. I am man in human flesh.
Yes, he was God incarnate.
Yes, he was. Yes.
Yes. I wish you could turn that background down because it's so irritating. We can't really hear you. Hello? He's gone. Right, there we are. Interesting discussion. Now, what's everybody saying on the chat tonight? There we go. What have we got here? Scottie, did you ever do Century Newcastle? I did Watery Leaf, very much so. Steak pie. Let's have a debate, turkey or steak pie, Lord McClue. Definitely steak pie. Meaty boy, woohoo, meaty boy. Yes, both are great. Doing the Swanee, Jerry. Absolutely. Fantastic stuff, this, guys. Very, very good tonight. Great responses. Now, oops, who was that? Give us a call as soon as you possibly can. Love everyone I say, says Keith. Thank you, Keith. Very much appreciated. Slosh, meaty boy sounds like he is sloshed. Doon the Swanee with him, says Keith. He should be, Jerry. He's funny. He makes me laugh. Last time matey boy was sent down the Swanee sent him back. Kareem maybe is struggling to do. He's well past his 5 minutes. Let's hear matey boy. Hello, you're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
Hello, Scotty, man. It's Martin. How you doing, son?
Hello, Martin, son. How are you doing, son?
Very well. See that matey boy? I absolutely laughed at that. It was so funny.
Yeah, he was quite good, wasn't he?
It was very, very funny guy he was.
Here we are. Wait a minute. Danny says it's not Boris that's holding back independence. It's the people of Scotland, as we don't want it. Polling will show you that. Well, polling showed us up until now that we do. That's why the SNP have been in power for the last 10, 11 years. Silly man. Danny's not too switched on, I don't think. There we are. Danny, you're out of step. Right. Sorry, Martin.
What about, have you tried strawberry cheesecake and lemon gateau and all that?
Oh, stop, Martin, now. You're making me hungry.
I know, trust me, I know. But I can just remember all the old school meals. Like, that's trying to think of the thing, what was there.
Did your mum do any baking, Martin?
Eh?
Did your mum do any baking?
Not as such, but I did the baking.
Did you do the Empire biscuits?
Yes.
Yes, very nice.
I made shortbread as well.
Shortbread, lovely.
I made I've made camel cake before. I'm very, very good at making a pasta dish.
Very nice.
So
you're not just an athlete then?
No.
No.
Not. But I love walking and doing a lot of exercise.
Yes.
I spend most of my life on my laptop.
Lovely.
And I enjoy talking to you every night.
I enjoy talking to you, and I'm a black belt in karaoke.
So you're a very, very good singer. Do you sing in the karaoke?
Yes, I used to work for an opera company.
Did you? So what do you think of Matey Boy anyway tonight?
Well, Matey Boy, I thought he's a very fine organist.
I know, but I absolutely laughed at anything you said. Very, very funny.
If there's Jimmy saying, if I was the UK Prime Minister, I'd make sure I had combed my hair before going on TV. Lol.
Yes.
It's the windswept look, Jimmy, says Claire. Windswept of Scotland look, Claire. What's this? Bible studies, says the Watery Leaf. Yes, Watery Leaf, you can learn something.
The thing is, it's very, very funny on the chat. Somebody wrote in the chat saying that Boris Johnson should wear a bun for his hair, and that's what Watery Leaf says.
A bun? A bunnet. I thought you said he should wear it in a bun.
No. Imagine. That's quite funny.
It looks like it's come out of a bun.
Yes, but here's the thing. Do you think here's a question.
Suzanne says, Matey Boy is all right. Scotty can handle him, no probs. Shortbread is lush land, carrot cake, and every other cake, sweet things. What about that?
Carrot cake. Oh, I absolutely love carrot cake.
The carrot cake, you like that? Martin, 2 seconds. Can everybody on YouTube subscribe and tap the bell? Everybody on TikTok, go to my TikTok bio, look at the YouTube link, and go and subscribe and tap the bell. Now, do it now. don't dither, I say. Also, can all the YouTubers share the YouTube? Sorry about that, Martin. I had to tell them.
Good. And the thing I liked with the carrot cake is with the wee carrot in the middle, and see that wee Empire biscuit with the sweeties, like
the wee jelly tot on top, or you could put a wee bit glazed cherry. Yes, I've seen that.
But I love the thing I like about fairy cakes. I like it when all the icing is on it.
Oh, very nice. What about a piece of Victoria sponge, Martin?
Oh, man, I love Victoria sponge. Oh, aye.
Aye. Are you into that?
Yes.
Excellent.
So what are you going to have for your Christmas dinner this year?
Well, I thought I might have... Do you know, a lovely, lovely thing happened in Manchester. My mother had just died. And I met this gentleman who was a next-door neighbour in Manchester. And he said, what are you doing for Christmas? I said, I'll probably just go to friends. And I was thinking I'll probably just sit in myself, you know. And so that was that. So anyway, just about 1 o'clock on Christmas Day, rat-tat-tat on the door. This was the daughter of the neighbour. My mum says you have to come now, your dinner's on the table. And I went along to these beautiful people who I'm still in touch with, and had a fabulous Christmas Day. Spent the whole day with them.
Wow.
Isn't that lovely?
Nice. Lovely.
There we go.
So I'll be spending Christmas with my partner and open all my gifts under the tree and that. So how long have we spoken since I started talking to you?
Oh, I think too long now. I'd better go or we'll be getting a row.
I know.
But you take care of your dear self and love you lots.
Love you too.
And Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo.
Top man. That's our Martin. Black Forest Gâteau for me. So there we are. Oh, lovely. There we are. The Battenberg cake. I like that. Boris Johnson's hair in a bun. Matey boys, all right. Oh, yes, we did that one. If you've just joined us, a very, very warm welcome, TikTokers. We're live with the internet phone-in. If you want to join in the phone-in itself, get yourself onto the YouTube channel, subscribe and tap the bell. If you're watching on TikTok, follow me. We must start to build our followers. You're live at Scotty's phone-in. Who's that?
Oh, Scotty, it's Thomas from Glasgow.
Thomas from Glasgow, what a privilege to hear from you. Are you Dinky-Doo?
I'm Dinky-Doo, mate. How are you?
I am absolutely Dinky-Doo. I am loving these lives.
Oh, they're getting better and better, Scotty.
Just all the time, Thomas. And I told you, TikTok last night, well over 2,000 people joined us.
That's so good, isn't it?
From all over the world.
Wow, amazing.
Just incredible. So there we are. He's so personable, matey boy. Not, says Kalelio. Kareem's the man. Oh, now then, Thomas.
Where do you think, Scott? Do you think we're going to get snow for the end of the month?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if we get it quite soon. This morning was quite chill.
Yeah,
that's why I'm sitting in the house with a big tweed jacket. The central heating's gone off. So my engineer's coming tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
So I thought we'll need to go back to the way we used to live when we had no central heating.
The old coal fire.
They get the coal fire. But let's be honest, Thomas, the house wasn't actually warm till bedtime.
That's what it is.
And your ma sat up. She goes, I'll sit up a wee while. And she sat up and got the tinker starting on her legs.
I used to fall asleep on the flares and everything.
Ah, you did, didn't you? You just lay down and had a kip.
That's it. That was me out for the sparkle.
You used to lie down on the hearth rug.
Were you talking about stovies earlier on, Scotty?
Yes, we've been talking about stovies. We're trying to find out if there's meat in stovies.
You'll get sausages in them.
Well, so they say, but there's no, as far as we know, the real stovies are just mashed potatoes, onions, cooked in beef dripping.
Yeah, well, the way I'll make it the potatoes, sausages, onions, and a tin of baked beans in them.
Oh, you put the beans in the stovies?
And they're nice for the beans.
Respects to Cameron of Lochiel. There's great people on here, isn't there?
Yes, indeed, Scotty.
My dad used to be the manager of the old college bar in the 50s and 60s. Scotty, this guy's a yawn. That's not you. That was somebody earlier. This guy's cracking me up. You see? Tom, isn't it interesting? Different things all the time.
Yeah, no. I like your 40 earlier on.
Did you like that one?
That was nice.
Which one was that?
It was the one you were storing. I think it was, I don't know if it was a certificate you were holding or something. And you looked young in it.
Oh, it's not the one with the wreath, no, for remembrance.
I might have been, I'm not too sure.
Aye, there's a wee, we did They Shall Grow Not Old. I had to do it in 10 seconds.
That's right, aye.
So it's a wee bit rushed. Needs must.
I'll let you go, Scotty.
Thomas, it's a joy to hear from you, though, and lots of love to you and yours.
Oh, I hope we get more and more, Scotty.
Aye, it's fantastic. And Dinky-Doo, la.
Dinky-Doo.
Top man. Thomas from Glasgow. Yes, speaking isn't his strong point. This is Boris we're talking about. Winston Churchill had the best speeches of all time. Yes, but Winston Churchill didn't deliver them all personally. An actor delivered some because poor old Winnie was a bit gassed. You're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that? Ah! Fantastic. Meaty boy again. Poor soul, he's having a tough time. There we go. What have we got here? Free Scotland. Yes, indeed. No pronouns and politics, right, Scotty? Absolutely, JD. Guy Fawkes from Yorkshire. Yes, he was a Yorkshireman. So there we go. First rule not talked about, says Coolelio. Right, okay, Cookie. Thoughts on a second American Civil War? I don't think that'll happen. I think they'll be having Trump back. I can tell you that right now, because they're seriously missing him in America. There's the wonderful Lee Carty sending me red roses. Well, I didn't know that, Scotty. There you go. You're live at Scotty's Phone In. Who's that? Ah! There we are. Poor meaty boy. He's having a night of it. You're live at Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
Hi, Scott, it's me again.
Ah, Glenn. What about meaty boy there, eh? Ah!
He spoils his soul, doesn't he, to be honest?
He does, he does. He was doing okay, and then he blew it, didn't he?
He's probably had a swig of...
A light refreshment. He's had a sniff of the barmaid's apron.
That's the one, Scotty, yeah.
Do you think he's had a sniff of the conductor's baton?
More than likely, yeah. Scotty, be careful where he puts that in there.
Oh, you've got to watch yourself. You have to laugh, though, says Motorbikes Rock.
He's got stuff anyway, and he's got to choose what.
Oh, it's never a dull moment on here.
Yeah. Weekend it livens up a bit, though, doesn't it, Scotty?
Well, it livens up, but you know weekends are now 9 till 10.
They are, Scotty.
We worked out that was best for everybody because Tinternet, slightly different from the old telly and radio, people like to be on and off by about 9.
Going on flicking through things.
9, 10, that's it, aye.
Doing what they do, all this guy and all that.
Agree with you from the west of Scotland, from Glasgow. Love the banter, says Beachy.
I think sooner or later you'll have to get multi on that. You'll have to get multi calls on that one, Scotty. You know?
Aye, well, we'll maybe do a bit of that, but we need to get sensible people. We might get some guests on.
Some dual calls and that, Scotty, yeah.
Yeah, but we need to get guests on. You know, I can only have dual calls with sensible people. I don't want some half-witted idiot on.
Matey Boy versus the rest, Scotty. That'd be a good.
Scapa Flow, Texas is consulting.
Get Matey Boy on against the rest of the public, Scotty.
Yeah, get the public on talking to Matey Boy. Ah!
He wouldn't have any on it, would he?
No, there's Shuggy from Inverkip in Scotland, a fine part of the world. How's your wee dog doing, says Manny. Manny, don't think badly of yourself, but the dog passed away 6 months ago. I'll watch your show to the end, Scotty. What about that?
Are you getting any more pets, Scotty?
I think we'll maybe just a wee break, because you see, I've had Labradors now for 29 years.
Yeah.
You know, oh my God, I'm so sorry. No, Manny, not at all. That's what I'm saying. Don't think badly. You weren't to know.
A lot of people say things like that when they don't realise something's happened, don't they? They're like,
Yes.
I wish I'd just said it. You can't help yourself, can you? If you don't know.
No, if you don't know, you can't. You know, I mean, these sort of things. I mean, one of my colleagues said, "Ah, I take it you're a dog man." I said, "Well, I was till last week." You know that she said I went like this. I said, "No, please."
You still had good times with him, though, Scotty, aren't you?
14 and a half years, Glenn.
Yeah.
You know?
But they're like one of the family, they're like, well, they are.
Oh, he used to worry me, though. He used to take off sometimes. He had to wait for a phone call. Excuse me, have you lost a wee black Labrador?
Yeah. Brilliant stuff.
I mean, Reith ended up in Sheffield, up at the dog's home. Some neighbour took him up.
Beautiful.
You know, crazy stuff.
Yeah. He's been about then, Scotty. He's had his...
Oh, yes.
Oh,
listen.
What?
Wonderful life. I'm coming back as one of my dogs.
But it Clyde on Lord Reed, Scotty.
With it what, sorry?
What was your other dog called? Clyde?
Clyde was the last one.
Yeah.
Little Clyde, yeah. You'll see pictures of him on the TikTok videos.
I think if they could speak in human language, Scotty, can you imagine something?
Oh, well, they can. I mean, they understand. I used to just talk normal English all the time to the dog. I would go, right, you, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Go and get your lead. Go and get your brush. Go and get your sups. Dinky-Doo. Come up and earn some food. Come and keep your daddy warm.
Stroking the belly and all that.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant. Animals are cleverer than people let on, aren't they?
Do you know, David, you had to get him put to sleep, same as me. It's heartbreaking, but an act of love and kindness. Absolutely, David. And the dog tells you when time's right.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
You know?
It's nice to talk about.
And the vet backed up the dog. He said, yeah, it's time.
It makes you strong anyway, doesn't it?
It does. Well, of course it does. You've got to look after them. I always remember Labrador laws, and the last one said, stay with me at all times, especially the difficult times, because they are made easier if you're there.
Definitely, yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Sad but true, says Chris. Absolutely. But my girlfriend has just broken up with me. Any tips? I would make a big teapot of tips right now, and I would sit and not worry. If she's broken up with you, that's her problem.
Get another one's got there.
Another girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, if she's broken up. Well, I think give yourself a break.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Definitely. Very true, says Chris.
I think we have to look at ourselves, don't we? Sometimes, don't we, as humans?
We need to take a good, long, hard look at our sins.
Yeah, definitely.
Beachy says, plenty fish in the sea, la.
Exactly. There's a big fish in there.
It's true. It's true, absolutely.
It's a massive pond, Scotty, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's somebody out there for everybody anyway.
There we are. There's Uwe says, are you Muslim? We never, ever discuss our race, our creed, our religions, our colours, our pronouns on here, Uwe.
Some of the comments what come out off the keyboard.
They're so strange, aren't they?
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Get another girlfriend who's got a dog.
They're just trying to get a reaction, Scotty, aren't they?
Well, they're hoping to get a reaction, but they're very, very silly. They forget that I've been broadcasting for 40 years, you know?
And you know what the crack is doing.
Yeah, I'm not going to, I mean, these half-witted idiots don't bother me.
You know all the drill and all that.
I know the score.
They'll probably just come out of kindergarten, Scotty.
That's, I think, what they've done, absolutely. Yeah, they're still in the nappies.
Definitely, Scotty.
Is that a Highlander hat? If I'm wrong, correct me. No, you're not wrong, History Corner.
You've been wearing that more than the other hats recently.
Yes, I'm thinking, do you like it, the Glengarry?
It's a charming hat, yeah.
It's very nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful hat, yeah.
You know, it's a smart hat.
Yeah, are you doing anything for remembrance then?
Yes, I'll be doing a remembrance service from about 10:30 on Sunday.
Nice one.
Yep, absolutely. I think it's important.
I like when they play it anyway.
Yes, yes, yes. I think it's important. I mean, I can't play the music on here because of copyright.
That's essential, though.
Do you know what I've just looked? I've just looked at TikTok, 7,500 likes. Is that not beautiful?
How many are you looking at getting, Scott? What's the target?
They've done what, La?
What's the target then for like subscriptions on YouTube?
YouTube, we want to up to 3,000, but they're very slow. People forget. I think we should make it. You can only watch the phone in if you're subscribed. Yeah,
100%.
that would change things a bit. And same, you can only watch the TikTok live if you've followed.
Yeah. Exactly. You don't need to just flick through to stick to it.
I've been here since 5K. It's nearly time to go. Favorite or preferred football team? Well, we don't really have any preference, do we?
There's a YouTube plaque for so many subscribers, isn't there? Is it 10,000 subscribers?
Oh yeah, if you get going and get building up. I mean, it should go very quickly once people realize what's on.
I mean, there's a lot of YouTubers.
There's no wrong with product, I'll tell you that, Glenn.
Definitely, there's brilliant stuff. YouTube's best thing out anyway, to be honest.
YouTube's the big cracker, isn't it? And we love our TikTokers, of course. Glenn, I'm going to have to dash, la.
Nice one, Scott.
You take great care of thee.
Dinky-Doo, Scott.
Dinky-Doo, la. That's our Glenn. To the telephones, we could squeeze in a small one, as the missus never tires of telling me. Time limit, absolutely. We're going to have to push off very soon. We've got about another minute, I think. We'll see who we've got here. You're live at Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Ah, meaty boy again. He's not coping. There we go. Fantastic. Dinky-Doo, everybody. That's that one. What have we got here? Here's everybody joining us. Just incredible. TikTokers, you are amazing. You're live at Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hi, Scotty. It's Kareem, second call.
Ah, Kareem, second call. Lovely to hear you. And Dinky-Doo.
Thank you. No, I'm not going to stay long, Scotty, but it was just with that telephone call there with Glenn. It was a good call, and it was a very interesting point that you said about the Labrador.
Yes.
About the rules that not to leave inside. Just a point to leave with everybody and yourself, that I was reading that vets were saying that one of the biggest problems that we have is sadly, when we put a dog down, a lot of people do not stay with that dog, and they're terrified of the vets, and in their last moments, they're looking for their owners, and they're scared.
Well, it's very interesting because Clyde, I mean, I know my vet very well, and he's an absolute top man. And he said, no, you can stay with him. In fact, the first time, I think the vet was thinking, can you take your head out the road? Because this stuff is very powerful. You know, he never said that, but I just thought I was hugging the dog, you see. But Clyde, the very last thing Clyde heard was my heart, because I snuggled his head into my heart and I kissed him on the head and I said, Daddy's here, darling. And he put his wee head down. And that was it. No. I'm just telling you, I can share with you, Kareem, because I know you understand.
Yep.
And I said, Daddy's here, darling. And I kissed him and put his ear, held his wee head, put his ear right to my heart. So the very last thing he would hear as he went to sleep was my heartbeat.
You know? My first ever dog, just to be quick, because I know you're going soon.
I'll have to say goodnight to the TikTokers. Hang on. There we are. They've got to go. Bye, TikTokers. They're fantastic. They've had to go. Right, but we're back.
My first dog that I ever had when she was on her last legs, shall we say. I remember I started my new school. It was a year's placement. And I said to Mum, don't do anything. And then I got the text at 11 o'clock and my mum got the vet around to the house. She was lying on her head on the marble fireplace and the vet gave her the jag into her paw. And she was there with my gran, and there was a picture taken of my mum and my gran and Perita just before she went. And 2 out of the 3 in that picture have now sadly moved on.
Yes, but moved on is the right word.
Yes.
They're only in the next room, Kareem.
No way to end a great great show tonight.
Well, no, not at all. And we will end on a cheerful note that your calls are fantastic, and don't ever listen to a word Matey Boy says, because I certainly don't.
Thank you, Scottie.
But he's a very fine
Dinky-Doo.
organist. Good night, God bless.
Good night, Scottie.
Dinky-Doo, thanks, Kareem. Fantastic. Good night, everybody.